Everybody, thanks for joining me. I am so excited to get to share these videos, and I hope you're being encouraged. I hope that as I'm painting, I know some of my paintings are starting out are just a little bit simple, but you know there's life is just simple, and we make it complicated. We add all these things, but there is beauty to be added to all these areas in our life. So, you know, I started painting this picture. And it's got, I know the first painting I did was gray skies. And I'm just kind of going with that theme again. And that this is, you know, just gray skies. And down here where the grass, you know, it's just kind of blah. You've got some things growing, but it doesn't look too full of life. And, you know, I don't know. That's how we see life sometimes. Sometimes we feel like all we see is everything that's wrong. All we see is everything that is not happening. Everything that we've hoped for, that there doesn't seem to be any changes. And you know, that's what a lot of negativity does in your life. It makes you see what you have. It makes you always look down in the spot you're standing. It makes you be hopeless. And even though there are things in your life that aren't right, even though there are things that we all need to overcome. You know, there's no one walking the planet that has got it all together. We all have areas in our life where we need to be better. We miss it, you know, and those things are what bring guilt and shame and condemnation into our life, because we focus on ourselves, focus on everything that's wrong instead of focusing on everything that's right. And no one has everything wrong. We all have greatness in us. We all have potential to be more tomorrow than what we are today, to be more today than what we were yesterday. And that all starts with changing some things. Now, it's so funny because even though I'm painting this picture, this is kind of a trick, because this is life. Sometimes we get blinded by the things that are around us, and circumstances and people and what they say and how they're acting. But you know, that doesn't mean that things aren't changing, because things aren't always the way they appear. For instance, my painting. You know, you see all this gray and all this dirt and stuff, but that's not even really the painting. You see, it's actually just a piece of plastic that I painted on. And this looks like all the storms. It looks like the grayness, the hopelessness and all that. But in reality, there's a whole new great life being started. You know, our life and it has been started, and there's a beautiful life waiting for us. And like I said before, we're the artists of our life. We are the ones who pick and choose. We are the ones who are builders and changers and molders and makers and making decisions. Life is all about decisions. And if you see this line here, you know, this canvas, I had a painting party, and we were doing it to make it look like it was on wood. And so I had drawn lines on them. So even if things start out one way, this canvas started out to be a different kind of painting. But guess what? I can still use it for what I need to use it for today. And it's going to be great. It's going to have some greatness in it. Don't have my paint all together. I don't know. But, you know, everything can change. And little by little, see, just then I changed the color of my paint. I'm going to make this sky Just kind of have some blends in it because, sometimes the sky has different colors, and so just kind of get that blended in there. Get a little bit of a horizon going on. But you see what I'm doing? You see how the other one was gray and brown and gray and bleak and brown? That's not real life. Real life has goodness in it. It has hope and potential. And I'm the first one to say, hey, I understand that things don't always start out good. Things sometimes, it's a long way up because you feel like you're so far down. But the truth of the matter is that there's always, when you're all the way down to the bottom, the only way to go is up. So we need to be encouraged, make some decisions. Find out, get some knowledge. What do I need to do to change my life? Is your finances a wreck? Then you need to be finding some people who can help you learn about finances, learn about, your health. If your health is not good, learn about how to communicate. If your relationship, marriage counseling, health counseling, there's so many things out there. And that's the only way that you're going to get your life better, is having people help you. We don't get in this mess called life by ourselves. And as adults, we do have the power to choose. But sometimes we choose out of brokenness, we choose out of rejection, we choose out of hurts and wounds. And, it's like those things, they cover our eyes and we don't see clearly. That's just like that, that false front that I had on here. But, when things start doing better and we start having life, we can see all kinds of things that are happening. And it doesn't have to stay. We have newness growing, hope, joy, relationships, family, we can get different jobs. There's all kinds of things that can start happening in our life. Things just don't always have to be, it's not the way it appears. Life is not the way it appears sometimes. So that's what our hope is. Our hope is that we can be better today than we were yesterday. That we can believe for something better today than what we had yesterday. Have dreams, have visions, dare to dream big. Be bigger than what you are. And then this life can be full of joy and gladness, of being excited to wake up in the morning because you don't know what the day's going to bring. But that goodness is going to be there. Joy is going to be there. You're not doing this, like I said. There's all kinds of things going on in this life. And you want to be part of it. So make some decisions. Don't believe everything you see that's going on in your life. Because just like I said a few minutes ago, not everything is the way it appears. Believe that there's a good life being planned for you, that a painting has already been started. Now it's up to you to pull away those gray clouds, that hopelessness, that, like you are stuck, and grab hold of the great things in this life. So, well, thanks for joining me. I will see you next time.